Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got a beer here from the Licking Hole Creek Brewing Company from Virginia. Virgins, no virgins in Virginia. Cousins. Where was I at? This, well, we'll get to the cousins thing in a second. I just, Gauchland. I'd say Gauchland. It's G-O-O-C-H land, Virginia. I say Gauchland. I'm not, might be something different. Gauchland, Ohio, Virginia rather. Brewed and bottled with love by Licking Hole Creek Craft Brewery. I think Gauchland, Ohio. I'm not sure. Please correct me on my pronunciations. But go back to Kids and Cousins. This is Redneck Wedding. That's funny. Anyway, Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Aged Quad. This sounds fucking fantastic. It was, I was over at Bloom Brew. They've been asking me to look at some of their lists and things like that. I got, so I check off some of the stuff that I think would be interesting for the store, whatnot, etc. One of that was on the list. When I actually saw that, I checked on YouTube, not YouTube, Untapped, good ratings, the whole deal. This is one of the ones I put on the list. Two other Imperial Stouts by them as well. Virginia Black Bear and something else. So I picked those up when they got them in. They're in the cellar and they will be reviewed later. I only sparingly review now, so there we go. But this one was one of the ones that I got in, among other brews for the shop. But this one, it just seemed awesome. I haven't had, I don't know, a Novo Brazil, I think, was the last bourbon barrel aged quad that I've had, and I've never had a bad bourbon. I don't know about you, but I've never had a bad bourbon barrel aged quad. Not the Stoic is fucking fantastic from Deschutes. Novo Brazil was fucking fantastic. There was a bourbon barrel aged quad that I can't remember from a Pennsylvania brewery that just escapes me at this point in time. And now this. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I bought 3 bottles. This is my first, obviously. And then if it's, they still have some in stock right now because I was just there last night when I picked this stuff up. So if this one is good, I'm going to go down there, pick 2 more up. At least 2. It's only 13 bucks. This is only $13 a bottle. For some people that might be extraordinarily expensive, but for me, that's pretty awesome. I just picked up 3 bottles of Bigfoot, barrel-aged Bigfoot, vintage Bigfoot, the one that has like 3 different years put together in it. That was $19 a bottle. And I like Bigfoot, but the price, like this is, I would compare this to Bigfoot as far as like probably the quality and the style and the this and this and this. I don't even know what the ABV is on this, but you know, that's, you know, $5 more or almost $6 more. So I don't mind buying 2 or 3 more bottles of this if this is good at $13 a bottle. I consider that a really, really good price for this. I mean, you especially now that you have the Founders coming out, the KBS's, the CBS's, the $26 a bottle. It's like crazy. And PA crazy anyway. I don't know how it is around the other parts of the America. But let's get into this Redneck Wedding. Okay. Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Aged Quadruple Ale. Here we go. Redneck Wedding. There is some stuff I won't read right now. I don't think it's too descriptive of anything. It's all in cursive. But trying to see, 13.2 alcohol by the volume. So basically, it is $1 an ABV percentage. So I can't complain. I can't complain because Bigfoot barley wine barrel aged is not 19% ABV. If it was, I wouldn't complain so much. It's probably only like 11 or 10. So this is what you're paying for. You're paying every dollar you're paying for. You get a percentage of ABV. I can get behind that. I really can. I really can get behind that. So let's put that here. It just fits that little stand I have it on, so I'll make sure it doesn't fall over. Up to the light right now, mahogany, ruby, amber hues all over this glass. There's different tonalities of it, more darker towards the top centers. And then a nice off-white head, very creamy. Alcohol legs, of course, blankets and sheets and comforters waiting to nestle me in for the rest of the night. For me on the glass here in the alcohol leg area. And this a nice rocky top to this one for sure. Very beautiful looking beer. Very beautiful looking beer. I can't really get a spy in my eye on a really good carbonation right now. It's hard for me to see. But let's check it out. It's probably not too carbonated since it's barrel aged and stuff like that, unless they re-ferment after they put it in the bottles. It's not a lot of carbonation in the bottle itself, so I doubt they do that too much. They must a little bit, but not over excessively like a Belgian beer. Some of the Belgian breweries do. Carbonated as fuck. So anyway, let's get into this. Let's get an aroma on the Redneck Wedding. We're almost 7 minutes in. I think this might be a Clueless Drinker review because I must have did a lot of talking. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Smells so good. Bright peppery caramel. A little bit of a cherry note too. Toffee, caramel. Brown sugar. Raisins, dates. Pecans, walnut husk. Oh, man. This thing smells fucking awesome. Let's get into this. And vanilla, and smoke, and goodness. So just... if it smells anywhere near as good as... or if it tastes anywhere near as good as it smells, I'm going back for more of this. Guaranteed. Alright, cheers. Sadly, it's a bit thin. It's a bit lackluster. It's not bombastic. You would not tell this is 13.2%. You would not. The nose is off the hook. However, it's not sticky. It's not sweet. It's not bourbon forward. It's not fucking dark fruit forward. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not anything. It's very, very mild. Damn, man. It smells fucking amazing. It's 13.2% alcohol by volume. It drinks really, really easy though, but it's boring. It is boring compared to what it should be. Damn. Maybe this needs fucking 14 years of age. I don't know. It's watery to a certain degree. To a certain degree, it's watery. Mineralistic tones in the back. It gets a little watery. It's lackluster. There's very, very minimalistic flavors coming out of this. It's not bombastic. It's not cohesive. It's not there. I can't believe how watery this thing is. It's a very thin body. It's very lackluster on overall complex flavors. It is boring. I can't believe this. Why would people give this a 4+ on, I mean, different years, different vintages, or whatever you want to call it, but how could anyone give this a 4 or better on Untapped? I mean, this wasn't one person. I just didn't look at the overall rating. I went down through, and people were like 4.5, 4.75. You know, though. This is. I mean, I like the fact that it's easy drinking. Don't get me wrong. I like the 13.2, drinking like it's a 6% beer, all that goodness. But I am a stickler and a lover of complex, sticky, juicy, savory goodness. I really like picking apart those dark fruits and really just savoring the sticky, beautiful things. Like that happens when you age a good quad or you age a good barley wine, an old English barley wine. I'm going to let these two sit in my basement that I bought. I'm not going to buy any more. Not after this. I can't justify it. But I'm going to let the two that I have sit for like 5 fucking years. We'll see what happens. I doubt much, because the thing is, it's not going to get any thicker than it is now, any stickier than it is now. It's thin as fuck. It's 13.2. I just can't fathom this. I can't do it. I can't fathom this. Don't buy more than one bottle. If you want to try it, but don't buy more than one bottle. It's okay. It's an okay beer. It is okay. There's a little bit of that kind of burnt sugar caramel vibe up the front, a little bit of like that nuttiness, a little hint of that kind of tonality going down, brown sugar, a little bit of raisin, a little not really picking up a nice profound bourbon quality. No really sticky lingering qualities to have, you know, a good time. It's a bit fucking thin. Dude, I really had a lot of aspirations for this beer, and they have been all falling the fuck flat. I mean, it's a nice beer. It's going to get you a little cronked. It's going to make it feel good. Maybe have the fucking panty dropping action, making some babies, procreating the fucking goddamn earth. I don't fucking know. But I'm a bit pissed. It burps really nice. Beautiful burp. Really treacle, brown sugar, and molasses kind of qualities. Man, that burp was great. It's not a bad beer. It's just a bit fucking boring. It's a bit fucking boring. And that back end, when it gets watery and more mineralistic, what a letdown, man. This thing should be choking down your throat the whole time. You should be chewing this motherfucker. It's a fucking quad. A 13.2% quad. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? That sucks. Anyway, it says, Redneck Wedding is a bourbon barrel-aged Belgian-style quadruple ale. We brewed our own unique take on the quadruple style, then aged it in our finest Kentucky bourbon barrels. We used our house Belgian yeast strain, which adds the complexity of the quad and copious amounts of Belgian candy syrup, which contributes to the depth and lightness and lightens the body of the Redneck Wedding. Tasting notes of raisin, plum, currants, and bourbon. You know what you did? You fucked up. That's what you did. You took a style and you're like, well, let's do our own unique twist on this thing, and fucked it up. At least this batch. I don't know. I mean, because I've even made quads. I made one, but it was good. It was sticky. It was nice. It wasn't the greatest, but it was good. It was a Rochefort clone, and I liked it. I got really fucking drunk on it too. But this is just. I mean, I even actually killed the vinyl on this one. Pretty good when you kill the fucking Night of the Living Dead vinyl. Yeah, this one is just not it, man. Smells off the hook. We cannot deny that. The smell is absolutely fantastic. The tonality of the beer, however, is lackluster. You get nuances of everything they talk about right up front, and it dissipates. Then you're left with a little bit of that muted quality, and then goes really mineralistic towards the end. That's when that wateriness kind of kicks in. It burps amazingly well. It smells amazingly well. The middle part, that whole drink in the fucking thing, that's where it kind of falls off. It's very drinkable. It's stupidly drinkable. It's amazingly stupidly drinkable. Let me tell you that. If you buy this, you'll have a great time drinking it because you'll get fucking shitty. But it's not a complex beer that is there for what you're supposed to be doing it for. So, burps. Oh, I love the burp. I love the burp. The smell sets you up for the ride. The drink gives you the ride that you didn't want. And the burp gives you the thought that you had the ride you wanted, but you didn't. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. If you're burping this rich treacle, brown sugar, molasses, raisin, caramel, vanilla burp, where the fuck did that mess up between smelling it and burping it? Because it's not in the drink, if you know what I'm saying. Not trying to spit on Licking Hole Creek, okay? I'm just saying that something is very wrong here. I'm going to give this one a 7. I'm not going to give it less than that. I'm trying to be fucking nice. I will get, for 13.2 it drinks amazingly well. There are some soft, subtle tonalities to this that is nice. It is really not meeting any of my marks, and the smell is great and the burp is great, just not meeting it in the middle. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7. I don't know. Even the worst KBS is better than this. The worst. I remember the year that was all fucking char and just couldn't taste anything but char. I would rather have that than this. This is by far the worst bourbon barrel aged quad I've ever had. By far. I even had Boulevards, I think it was, and they don't do very good beer, and that was better than this. So, but I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna throw it in the 7 area because it is less than solid. It is not. If this was hitting the marks on the fucking head for what it was supposed to be, it was at least 7.5. At least. It's not hitting the marks. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I should give it like a 6, but I don't want to spit all over it. You know what I mean? Because it is 13.2% or something like that. Yeah, 13.2, and it drinks like a fucking monster. I mean, I could crush this beer. I could crush several of this beer until I go, oh god. You know what I mean? Like, that has something to be said about it for the brewing art to hide that ABV so fucking well. I really wish there was more bourbon because the finest of Kentucky bourbons. Well, what the fuck bourbon were you using? Because I didn't taste shit of it. I mean, there's a little bit of nuance of caramel and stuff like that, pepperiness, you know, the whole deal that you get from bourbon, but you're supposed to have that in there anyway with a quad too, so you have to have one more distinct than the other, so you didn't even succeed on that. Yeah, I don't want to sound like a dick, but I can bitch about this beer all day. It's one of those kind of deals. I like talking about beer, you know that, but at the same time, I don't want to bitch about a beer all day. I don't want to. I'd rather talk about the good things about what I enjoy about the beer, about what I enjoy about brewing and looking for beer, the search, the journey, and all that whole deal. I don't want to spend all day bitching about beer. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Licking Hole Creek's Redneck Wedding, the Kentucky Barrel Age Quad is going to get a 7 out of 10 for me. It's not very good. At least this year. That's me. That's me. So anyway, this has been Paul for PABrewNews. Cheers. See you on the next one. Bye-bye. Watch that finger.